Thing that motivates us. It's all about contributing to our well-being, to our wellness in life. And my opinion is that if we live a life with purpose, we're already halfway there. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Wednesdays with Wallis. I'm your host, Wallis Patterson, and I'm here to bring you another fabulous episode of Wednesdays with Wallis. This week, the topic is looking back versus looking forward. I'm going to explain that in a minute, and it's very profound and it's really important because I want you to really get the gist of this. It's something that I've been working on and practicing for a long time. But before we get into that, can you hit the subscribe button? We sure could do with some more subscribers to Wednesdays with Wallis. And I think it's fabulous. I bring you lots of, fantastic information, but not just information. This is not just information, guys. This is my life experience. These are things that I've done, things that I've been involved in, things that have, things that I've experienced. It's not just about I picked up a book and I read it, or I'm reiterating to you something that, I might have read in a book this week or seen on something this week. No, these are learned experiences. And what I'm going to share with you today is another learned experience, and one that's really important. Okay, so what does it mean looking back versus looking forward? Well, let's have a little chat first. It's not going to be a long episode, but let's have a little chat first about what looking back means. And we've all done it. And if we've all done it, maybe a lot of us continue to do it, and we're not sure how to get out of that, hurdy-gurdy, or that, spiral of keeping on with, doing that. But I can assure you, it's better if you don't. Now, the analogy that I'm going to use for this, and I'm going to use an analogy that I keep thinking about, and in fact I can really visualize this, and that is my driving along in my car, and the rear vision mirror is, so big as it is on most of our cars, a couple of side mirrors on each side, but the rear vision mirror is the one up in front of us, and it's up higher, and it's about so big. I don't drive my car by that. I only look in that when I'm turning or doing something where I want to make a little correction, and I just want to make sure I'm on the right track, so to speak. Same with the side mirrors. I'm only interested in those things just to get some sense of what's going on around me. What drives my car, what gives me the ability to drive my car and move ahead, is the windscreen. I'm looking out through the windscreen. Now, the windscreen's rather large. It's not this big. It's, wow, really big, really big. And it's big, why? Because we need the vision. We need to be able to see what's in front of us, what's going on around us, what's happening, where we are with our peripheral vision. We need the windscreen to be as large as what it is. Well, that's life. When we spend our time looking back, and I've done it, as I said, and I'm sure you've done it, we've all done it, and as I also said, some of us continue to do it. We continue to look back in the rear vision mirror, and we let that's gone on there
drive our lives. Can you relate to this? I bet you can. How many times has it happened in your life? How many times have you, and maybe continue to do it, how many times do you drive your life by what's gone on before? An example of that might be that you're wanting to move on in your job, but you keep thinking about all the things that have gone wrong, what happened in the past, how you might have failed at whatever. You might have even asked your boss in the past for a raise, not this particular boss, but some other boss, and it was a no. So you carry that with you. To you, you're thinking that it's always going to be a no. It's a no. Well, that's not true, is it? Because that's in the past. So if we keep hanging on to our past, then we're going nowhere. And I mean nowhere, because we're building all of our goals, we're building all of our dreams. We've already put an enormous stopgap on everything because we're measuring it by the past. We're measuring everything by what's gone on before. Maybe somebody told us, we weren't too bright. So we carry that with us, and of course our self-talk and everything else to ourselves is, I'm not very bright. So when you go for things or when you go to do things, your overarching goal or everything that dictates that is, I'm not very bright. And to be perfectly honest with you, I mean, it ruins people's lives. I had a situation happen when I was, quite young. I was around 16 years of age, and I was told I wasn't very bright. I wouldn't be able to do what I really wanted to do, and I wouldn't be able to achieve what I really wanted to achieve. And later on in life, that really pissed me off, because those sorts of decisions I need to make about me. I need to make those about my life. I don't need other people to make those decisions for me. So if you're acting off that platform, that one where you're living in the past, you're looking in the rear vision mirror all the time for the comparables, comparing all that's gone on then, who you were, what you did, how you did it, when you failed, what went on. If you're regurgitating all that, well, then you're doing yourself a great disservice, because right now, today, forget about all that. That's gone before. You can't change that. You never can, and you never will. And quite frankly, I'm wanting to convince you to not even think about that you want to. I want you to let it go. I want you to let go of whatever's in the past, whatever's back there in the rear vision mirror. Let go of it. I want you to be looking out through the windscreen, the current windscreen of life. What is it that you want? What is it that you can do? When you really think about it, I think about these sorts of things, but think about how far we've come in the last 10 years. 10 years ago, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be sitting in front of my computer on a program that allows me to talk to you. It then provides me with being able to have that edited and uploaded and put onto a channel, my own channel. Oh, Lordy, I feel important. Onto my own channel, and to, put that out there so people like you can tune in and you can listen and you can get a little bit of help. And Lordy only knows we need the help these days. We all need it. You need it. I need it. We need all the help we can get to, stay above all the rubbish and all the stuff and all the things that are going on and all the doom and gloom and all the darkness and blackness. We need something else in our lives or we'll all go nutso. So it's important that people like me share their lives. It's important for us all to have role models. It's important for us all to be able to listen to people and their stories and know that nothing's any different for us. Everybody's the same. Might be the stories are a little different, but we all have something to share, ways that we've done it, things that have happened to us. Like I said, when I was young, 16, they had different things around education and school and all that then. It was, in a way, when I look at it, it was very bloody dictatorial, and it was very much about other people telling you who you were or who you are and what you can and cannot do and what you'll be good for, and putting you in a box and saying, it's a bit cherry picking, isn't it? You're not real bright, you're this, you're that. We don't need it. We don't need it, because those types of things affect our lives. Those sorts of things in the rear vision mirror, if we don't let them go and we don't learn to let go, we bring them forward into our lives and we're cactus, we're buggered, whatever way you want to call it, because our lives will be based on all of that that's gone on before. And quite frankly, who the bloody hell wants all of that that's gone on before? Who wants to drag all that into the present and then drag it into the future? It's hit the ball, drag George, isn't it? Who needs all of that? Time to let that sort of crap go and move on with our lives, and don't measure our lives today against what we did, what's gone on, what's happened. Maybe some failures, maybe some falling down and getting up. But God damn it, talk to every other bloody person on planet Earth and you'll find the same stories. Same thing, falling down, getting up, walking and bumping. We're all in the same boat. We're all on the ship planet Earth. Nothing's too much different for any of us. But the difference is those of us that want to be helping, and those of us that want to share our stories and try and help other people, because I know that I've learnt so much from other people's stories, so much. So I want you to not look back. I want you to look forward into your life. I want you to look forward into your dreams. I want you to move forward into your dreams. Don't want you looking behind. I don't want you doing all that crap. I want you to be upwardly mobile and really excited about the possibilities for your life. And don't think that they exist for everybody else and not for you, because simply not true. They exist for you. You are as important and special and spectacular as any other person walking planet Earth. The difference is the choices. The difference is what people have put their attention on, which becomes their intention. And I talked about that last week. But part of that is don't look back, because if you drag all that with you, you've got a huge amount of baggage that you won't get over. You just can't get past. So I don't want you to do that. Now, before I go, a little bit of shameless self-promotion. Please click on the link below and subscribe to Wednesdays with Wallis. The other thing is we have our new book, or I have my new book out, Making Gold from the Silver Economy, and, 5 side hustles that work. Now, the importance of the book in US dollars is about $9 odd. In Australia, it's about $11.99. Cheap. It's not a huge book. It's not going to take you forever to read it. But the really, really important thing about the book, and I thought a lot about it before I wrote it, was I wanted the book to be a how-to. I wanted the book. I've done courses where I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on them. I'm trying to save you the money. I'm trying to save you what it is to spend that sort of money. And you mightn't have it to spend. And even if you did, don't waste it. Don't waste it on courses and things because you want to learn something or you want to do something. This book is fantastic. For $12, go through it, read it, look at it, think about it, and there are more things that are available in the marketplace online. But if you've been thinking about doing something for yourself, if you've been thinking about what you will be doing when you get a little bit older, or you've been thinking about you'd like to do something for yourself along with what you're already doing or what you're working at, or you'd like to do something in conjunction with what you're working at, you might want to cut back and do X amount of days at your job, but you might want to build something else. If any of that mindset is where you're at, go and buy the book for $12 and read it. I promise you'll get so much out of it, and it'll give you a hand up, and it'll give you some ideas about where to start and what to do, and you won't be spending a whole bunch of money on courses and doing things that you didn't need to do when you're into them. And I've done that. I've been, into the courses and gone, whoa, what the, I don't think this is quite right. I need something different than this. So read the book, and it'll give you some pretty good inroads, some pretty good ideas, some pretty good how-tos, and I assure you, I promise you, it'll be beneficial to you. That's my bit of shameless self-promotion. I'll see you next week on Wednesdays with Wallis, and I look forward to it. And you have the most amazing week and the most amazing time, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.